Do you ever feel like you're just out of it? Like you're just off your game? It's hard to describe what it is, but you're just not with it. You're unmotivated, or the things that you used to like you don't like as much, or the things that you used to hate now you really hate, but you just feel like you're off your game. Oftentimes we call it a funk. Why do they call it a funk? Because nobody knows what to call it. Like, what is it going on in me when I'm just not on my game? I want to start by saying this. When you're in a funk, there's nothing wrong with you. You're a human. I think a funk is very normal. Just like every day you have these weird feelings down here, it's called hunger. When you get hungry, you don't say, whoa, what's going on with me? You just go get some food. Sometimes you have weird feelings in your mouth. It's called thirst. You don't think there's something wrong with you. You're probably excited to choose your next beverage. Sometimes you have the feeling that, you know what, I need some sleep. You just look for your pillow and you find your blankie and you get some good rest. But there's something else about life, our heart, that our heart sometimes is needing something. And it's not as easy to diagnose what it is our heart is needing. And that can cause us to end up in a funk. But I think it's important to realize that just like when you're hungry, there's something wrong with you. When you get into a funk, there's not something wrong with you. There's probably just something that you need to do or something that you need to shift in order to move forward. In the same way that hunger pain is actually a good thing so that you actually go eat, in the same way that thirst is a good thing reminding you that you need water, in the same way this funk feeling is a good thing. It's our heart tapping away at us saying, hey, I don't like how we're living right now. It's your heart being a friend saying, this isn't working for me. And so we need to listen to this uneasiness and do something about it. And so let's talk about, what do you do when you find yourself in a funk? The number one thing I think that we can do when we're in a funk is tell someone. Just tell someone. You know, if you were at work and there's friends nearby and you got hungry, you would easily say, oh my gosh, I am so hungry. You would easily say that. And then it might lead to an easy, fun conversation where someone else is like, me too. Let's go to our favorite restaurant. We can do the same thing when it comes to that funk that we have. We can simply say to a friend, someone we trust, we can just say, you know, recently I've been off my game. I don't know what it is, but I'm just not with it. And you can describe with more detail if you want, but it can really be just as simple as saying, I'm really thirsty. It can be just as simple to say, you know, I'm just not with it recently. I feel like I'm always worried. I feel like I'm really lazy. I feel like I'm unmotivated. Whatever words you want to put with it, just whatever words naturally come to your mind, just use those words and say it to somebody. This is how I'm feeling recently, and see where that conversation goes. The second thing I would recommend is go have fun with friends. Like, do anything with friends. Go play pickleball. Go get a drink with somebody. Go play tennis with somebody. Go to a movie with somebody. Go do something with friends. It can be something so simple. But go engage yourself with other people in doing something fun. And the third thing I recommend is to go do something for someone else. You might go home and make cookies for your neighbor. You might volunteer somewhere where you serve other people. You can do anything, anywhere, where you're basically serving someone else's life. It's so important that when you get into a funk, the tendency is to isolate ourselves and think about ourselves alone. It's better that we think about others with others. I hope this has been helpful. We can all relate to being in a funk. I just want to finish by saying this. If you're ever in a funk, It's not because there's something wrong with you. It's because you're a human. And similar to how you look at hunger and thirst, a funk is your heart tapping away at the inside of you saying, I don't like how we're living. We're working too much. We're playing too little. We're alone too much. I need to be with people some more. So listen to your heart, have a conversation with somebody, and you might find that pretty simply you can walk out of that funk.